This is Captain Chris Johnson and my beautiful Julie Wynn right next to me. And today we're going to do a quick 5-minute, 7-minute, fast, speedy, as Ash said. What did Ash say last night? A speedy live. Woo, that's what we're going to do. And what are we going to talk about today? Look above our heads. Look at Julie. What's with those arms? Get those arms up. Show them. Lifting up humanity. We're going to talk a little bit about giving for a couple minutes. But first of all, I want to let you know that sometimes miracles are just good people with kind hearts. And I just stole that from Patty McGuigan because I absolutely love it. Let me say it again. Sometimes miracles are just good people with kind hearts. So let me give it over to Julie real quick because I think she's got something very important to say. Go ahead, Julie.
Hello, everybody. My name is Julie Nguyen. I'm coming to you from Orange County, California. Today is June 14th, 2022. Let me ask you this, everyone. How many of you want to give, want to help somebody in life, but you have no financially ability to do that? How many of you, please, if you're watching us live right now, put it in the chat. Tell me how many of you wants to give and don't have the ability to do that. Chris, ask yourself.
Absolutely. You know what? I had a very, actually a beautiful text message from Tina from Singapore last week about our Oh Blessed tonight, which is on at 9 o'clock. And I'm going to throw a little plug that way because it's important. What Tina will be talking about today. Now, if you know Tina from Singapore, most of you know her. She's got a very giving heart and she set up many people to help people. Everyone on her team is helping someone out. Tonight, she's going to talk about helping refugees, which is going to be very important, which for some reason, at the same moment, Ash Mafara was helping with his family, helping out some refugees and their children. Yeah, it was, I don't know if it was a coincidence or I told him, you know, great minds make the world better, especially when we think together. But that's what we just want to talk about. Julie, how is it possible that ONPASSIVE is going to actually help the world?
Oh my gosh, did you know that the whole entire ONPASSIVE family started with Mr. Ash Mulford? He created ONPASSIVE. We call it AI with heart. Oblast is one of the part. It's a heart of ONPASSIVE, and that's what it is. In ONPASSIVE, we give. Everything that we are creating, everything that Mr. Ashmul Farad, his tech team, everyone, founders around the world, we're focusing, giving the values to the world. And that's exactly what it is. Today, Chris talked about refugees. Tonight, Tina is going to talk about it. At the same time, Mr. Ashmul Farad packed his car with shoes and toys to give it to the refugees in the middle of Florida, the refugees' families with all the children. This is so big, and that's exactly what it is ONPASSIVE, lifting up humanity. You got to be in ONPASSIVE if you want to have the ability, financial ability to give and give and give the rest of your life and generations to come. Imagine when you have a chance, the ability to give. It's huge to me, Chris. That is huge, the ability to give. And I believe that ONPASSIVE give me that ability to do that.
Absolutely, Julie. And let me tell you something about our CEO. A lot of people go on the internet and they Google them and they see some things that really, actually, they're not true or they're just not nice. Someday you will hear the real story about Ash Mafara. Now, Ash Mafara does not go out and brag. He's probably gonna be a little mad that I said what I did. He does not go out and brag. He does it quietly, silently. His wife and his 2 kids actually do this quite a bit. And this is something that you need to understand about the guy. He's not just mouth and words. He takes action. He sets examples. He set examples up for 1,400,000 people that joined this company because everyone knew at first it was about the money, but realized, man, this guy, his bank account is never going to be as big as his heart. Let's put it that way. His heart is extremely big and he just doesn't talk about it. He goes out and does it. You just don't hear about it. But I promise you this, someday someone's going to write a book about this guy, not only about what he created through ONPASSIVE, but what he actually did in his lifetime to help people out. He's just one of those silent givers, and I love him. I have a lot of respect for him. Julie Nguyen, go ahead, back to you.
We have done 5 minutes speedy live. And you know what? When talk about kindness, when talk about giving, there's not enough time ever to talk about it. Giving is all coming from our hearts. If you are someone who are currently hoping that you can change, you can make the biggest impact, you can change your family's life, you can change your country's life, you can change a community, but you don't have the capability, the financial ability for you to do that. You got to be a founder of ONPASSIVE. And to tell you what, we have 7 days, actually, exactly 7 days to be a founder of ONPASSIVE. When you become a founder of ONPASSIVE, there are so many things in ONPASSIVE that you can learn. Just want to let you know, if you are subscriber to all the YouTubes that is ONPASSIVE, especially on Redfern, he's going to be doing a live in 4 minutes. We're going to end this up in less than 1 minute. And then we are going to invite you to go to Redfern and doing a live. He is doing a second updates today, Chris.
Okay, thank you, Julie Nguyen. Guys, we went over a couple seconds over our time, but that's okay. Thank you for shouting out for that plug for Red. And I think I don't know if it's in a couple minutes or an hour, Julie. I'm not sure, but know this, that Redford is coming on for part 2 of his recap. And, the most important thing that both of us want to instill in your hearts today, something that Ash has already put in ours, is go be nice. Go help someone out, whether you're just helping an elderly person carry groceries or buying that guy in the corner a sandwich. But let them know, whisper in their ear that there's something coming your way. It's called ONPASSIVE and ONPASSIVE. That's going to help them, not just our senior citizens, people that are on the streets, people that are addicted to drugs or alcohol. We really are going to set up things to help all these people. Why? Because no one else ever really did it in a big, wide scale like this. Ash Mafara says, "Oh, we're gonna hit everything. We're not sure if we can fix everything, but we're sure going to give the best we got." And I love every part of that. So, Julie, if you'd like, shut her down.
Absolutely, Chris. I love what you brought up. And I wanted to tell you the little story. My 12 years old walking out of the supermarket with me, saw a homeless person there. She turned around and asked me, "Mom, do we have anything to give to this person?" We ended up going back into the store, bought a little fruit, a basket, just a little tiny bit, and give it to this person. You know what? That little tiny act doesn't cost us that much, but it shows to my daughter that if we can eat, someone else can eat too. If we wear shoes, someone else can also have shoes to wear on their feet. So if you are at the place where you want to do the same thing, and you don't have the ability to do it, become part of ONPASSIVE family and start giving, because we are in ONPASSIVE building everything with heart. And as you know, anytime when it touches your heart, you want to give. All right, we're running out of time. It's a speedy live, but we want to bring that to you. Come and join Chris Johnson and myself and Tina and the entire ONPASSIVE community talking about Oh Bless is the heart of ONPASSIVE. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us today. Please get back with the person who shared this with you. Hit the subscribe button and become part of our friends. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye.
Be kind and don't mind, but be kind. See you later.